nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Good, 180. Heavy on the edges.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
41's coming. 41's the money. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Check 43.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
I got you, boy.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Haskins, wide open receiver, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Haskins on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, Los Angeles.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Hey, got 4 down. Check 41.
Alert!
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
The Chargers first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, G. Run. Hey, 4-1 Mike. You got nothing. Pistol. You got nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike.
180.
I'm coming for you, son.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
King.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mike 52. You can't block me.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Set, 20.
Bound to lose one. Tight left, tight left. Everyone,
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
And let's pin the mirror.
Mayfield down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
keep getting those touchdowns.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Keep it up, guys. 52's the Mike.
On first down, it's Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Fourth down, here's Haskins. A desperation heave for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From from the 29. Haskins. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Team 6.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
180.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Don't say nothing. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Texans 21. Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
58.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And finally brought down at the 38. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Just Week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Check 50.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Hunt, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Result of the play.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel-down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 8-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's get it!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. King, King, King!
Hey, 25.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, echo!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Mike, 58.
From midfield now, Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Hey, let's get this. Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Regular.
25 to Mike. You're trapped. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25.
Here's Mayfield. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mark 52. We ain't giving up nothing today. Where's 52?
Haskins to throw.
Here we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Mayfield. Complete. It's Henry. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey,
Bravo.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. A win would be their second on the young season. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That's how the defense score points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.